Kids are hilarious.
Hey!
We both said hey at the same time. Hey, family.
Live button.
I know.
What's up, people?
What's going on?
It is almost Shabbat. For some of you, it is.
Yeah, if you my
already.
cousin. Yeah.
Oh, yes. 3 hours.
Yeah, if you are a cousin, you already in Shabbat. But yes, welcome to Story Time. I am so excited to be back. We do send our apologies. I wasn't able to share with you guys on Wednesday that we wasn't able to go on Story Time because I have an older son and he plays in the band.
Yes.
He did such a great job. He did such a great job. For those who asked, how did he do? He did a great job. He gave me a thumbs up after he did his little part.
Oh.
All right. So that's why you didn't see us. And for some of us, a lot of people know because they follow us on social media. So I was able to let you guys know there. But for our cousins and, our distant relatives that's not on our social medias, we do send our apologies because you didn't know. But we had you in mind. I was like, dang it, I wish I could have told my cousin we wasn't on today.
Yes.
All right. So if you haven't followed us on social media, you can find me on Vonnie G on Facebook. And here it is. It's just simple, right? On my Facebook. Just so you know.
Then you get all the
notifications. So go ahead and friend me. You know what I'm saying? If the Ruach tells you, if he doesn't, do not friend me. Okay? Be obedient to him. All right. So welcome again to Story Time, you guys. If you don't know who I am, I'm Vonnie G in a place to be. Hey. And if you don't know who she is, which you should. But if you don't, listen, let me introduce her. She's none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat. That's right. Y'all know we don't do that thing for ourselves, but we do it for the community. Hashtag. We are community minded. I promise you we are. And for those of you that don't know, she really is Auntie Shelly on the beat. Her secret weapon is that she raps. She ain't did it yet, but she does. So that's how she got it, just in case y'all wondering. How did she get Auntie Shelly on the beat? Because she be rapping. All right? Don't let the face fool you. Okay? Don't let it fool you. All right? All right. So we are in the book of Enoch. And we just discovered.
Yes. We're on the last chapter.
Whoa. The last chapter of Enoch. And so we're going to go through this the way we shall.
Yes.
And as you guys know, after when we get done with a book, we take a break for 1 week and we try to figure out what book the Most High will have us to read next. Yes. And then we come on the following week. Just a heads up for those that maybe are new to story time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's dive into a word of prayer because listen, Enoch ain't gonna be Enoching without a word of prayer. All right. So Father, Yah, we thank you for allowing us to be here. We thank you for giving us your word in our laps. Okay, right on the hearts. All right, but Father, please forgive us for our sin, our transgression, our iniquity. Father, cleanse us from all of that displeases you, Father, and continue to shape us in your character, Father. We pray that you will be in the midst of us tonight. You said where 2 or 3 are gathered in your name, that you will be in the midst of us, Father. Please, while you are in the midst of us, we ask that you give us understanding, give us wisdom, give us revelation, Father, and help us to read your word in the correct context, that we don't cause any confusion, Father, but we be wise with whatever you will have us to share on tonight. That's our prayer in Yahushua HaMashiach's name. Amen. All right.
Let's go.
Last
chapter.
Last chapter. I'm a little bit sad.
Yeah.
Like, how did we get here?
Grandpa.
I feel like we was just in 97. All right. So I'm going to go into Enoch 105. Let's get to reading. After a time, my son Methuselah took a woman for his son Lamech. She became pregnant by him and brought forth a child, the flesh of which was as white as snow and red as a rose, the hair of whose head was white like wool and long, and whose eyes were beautiful. When he opened them, he illuminated all the house. Like the sun, the whole house abounded with light. Whoa.
Yeah. And so when you guys read these, like, try your best not to think of one of Japheth's children, but try your best to look at the colors they're mentioning as colors, because Japheth's people, what we call white people are not white. Those are not white people. Like, he was really bright. Like, you know how when we was reading about how Adam and Kuah, when they wore that righteousness, and then it was gone when they sinned. Think of bright light like that. Think of white like snow is white. Or when you think of a red rose, don't think of snow. Roses are red, but they're this deep, like really red. Good roses are like this deep red, crimson almost color. So try to think that, and think of, because see, our world is so chemical messed up, and
Yes.
colors are you have to go, like, that's what I just want you to think of. Don't think of, oh well, he was white. No, they're thinking of color and light in its purest form. So they're saying he's white, like bright light, because he illuminates a whole room. If it's dark and he walk in, who turned the light on?
He illuminates that.
Yes.
So wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, when you see white like wool, what color is wool? Wool is not white. Wool is like this darkish kind of, like, if you really look at sheep, yeah, it's an afro, basically. Absolutely. But think of it like that. Wow. And not so much as, don't go with a race. Take it as what it says. Because remember, there's no race back here. It's just some people. Right.
And I love that. I love that you point that out. Verse 3. And when he was taken from the hand of the midwife, Lamech his father became afraid of him, and flying away came to his own father Methuselah, and said, I have begotten a son unlike others. He is not of men, but resembling the offsprings of the angels of heaven, is of a different nature, being altogether unlike to us.
So he said he don't look like no human. So something wrong. I think basically what he said was, I think my wife committed adultery with a fallen angel. Basically, that's what he's saying.
That's what it sounds like.
Basically, that's what he said, because this is not a people. Whatever was just born,
it ain't. Yeah,
it ain't like us. Like it ain't in the image of us.
The brother left the house.
He was like,
And can you imagine your newborn baby opening eyes and light just illuminates your whole, like, yeah, he ain't the only one. Okay. Yeah. How many of us would have ran?
Or, like, that ain't my baby. Hey, we're gonna have to get a DNA test.
Listen, it still ain't gonna stop the brightness.
Right.
We gotta come to grips with that.
Yeah, he like, what in the world?
Talk about being called into the world, like with a purpose, being sent, like right there in the beginning. You ain't got to worry about your purpose. Your stories is
the sign is right there.
Right. You are the sign. And caused a whole wonder, okay? Caused his daddy to wonder. Ran to his daddy. Good. Shalom to see you, Auntie Cammy Cam. Yeah. All right. So we're in 105, verse 4, when Methuselah had his son. What? Wait. Yeah, his son.
Yeah, Lamech. Methuselah's. No, wait.
When my son Methuselah took a woman for
Lamech is the father, because the baby is Noah. So Lamech is the dad, and Methuselah is the grandfather.
Okay.
So Methuselah is Lamech's dad.
Good to see you, cousin. Good to see you. We're just getting started too. Okay, so we just got back with Malak. So Malak, darn, Methuselah. What's his name?
Lamech. Are you talking about the daddy, or are you talking about Noah?
I'm talking about the daddy, not Lamech's Lamech is the daddy of
Lamech
Methuselah.
is Methuselah. Methuselah, Lamech, Noah.
Got you.
So
Okay,
Methuselah's
so
the granddaddy.
Lamech just had his first baby, y'all. So happy Father's Day to you. Okay, even though we ahead June 15th, but we reading his Father's Day right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we on verse 4. Okay, 105 and 4, because brother man ran, and I ain't mad at it.
And let me point out that this chapter is because they need. I guess they wanted it to flow. This chapter is actually is a fragment from the book of Noah. Because remember, Enoch is gone by now. I mean, they don't tell us in here because it's in Joshua or Jubilee. I can't remember how Enoch went up, but Enoch is up already. This is from what Noah wrote down, what they told him about himself. So Noah has a book somewhere.
Ooh, we need to find that book, y'all. We need to find that book. All right, verse 4. His eyes are, so this is him telling his daddy about his son. It says, being altogether unlike to us. He said, his eyes are as the rays of the sun, his countenance glorious, and he looks not as if he belonged to me, but to the angels.
See, he said, dude.
So I don't know.
Can you imagine the sun lights the whole world? The sun, get that. He said his eyes is like, I can't, and none of us can really and look at the sun just consistently because it would mess your eyes up.
But if you think about it, his son did light the world.
Okay.
His son did.
Right. You're right. You are absolutely right.
We're the light of the world.
Yes.
And we came from Noah.
Yes, we did.
So his son, so
it's more to it. Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of times people can tell, look in your eyes and say something. Or that's when I know it's something.
Or when they say, oh, the light is gone from our eyes.
Yes.
Or his eyes.
Yes.
And it went black.
Yes. Like something wrong. A lot of times I can tell something's wrong with somebody just by their eyes. Because it's something in your eyes, like when you're talking or whatever, you can look at their eyes sometimes and tell if they're lying. That's your light. It's your light.
Wow.
He said his eyes is like the sun. Ain't like, he ain't one of us.
He ain't one of us.
Somebody cheating with them angels.
Somebody went and did. All right. 5, it says, I'm afraid lest something miraculous should take place on the earth in his days. And now, my father, let me entreat and request you to go to our progenitor, Enoch, and learn from him the truth, for his residence is with the angels.
Yeah, he's gonna know. I'm gonna need you to go talk to Enoch now. I guess he figured,
like, who in our bloodline look like this?
Yes. He said, I don't know how you finna talk to Enoch, but I'm gonna need you to go. I know you must have some kind of directive.
Yeah.
Because remember, Enoch didn't die. He just was, they looking for him. Where he at? Where he at? They said, Enoch went up. Like, where he at? He's just gone. Like, I think you know where he at, Pop. So I'm gonna need you to go talk to him.
Yeah.
But he did say, he looks not as if he belonged to us, but to the angels. I'm afraid that something miraculous should take place on earth in his days. Maybe it's either my wife with an angel or something about to happen, and that's why this child looks different.
He's called, like, he got a whole purpose.
Yeah, because
ain't no way. All right, let's see. He says, when Methuselah heard the words of his son, he came to me at the extremities of the earth. Okay. For he had been informed that I was there, and he cried out. So he went to the ends of the earth because somebody said, Enoch just is gone. Well, know where he at. So he was like, let me go see if he at the end of the earth. Let me go all the way. So, but it lets you know that we are in a firmament. There's an end. They blocked it from us. They won't let us go. But there is an edge. He went there to try to go find Enoch to ask him. Mm-hmm.
He was like, because he was like, I don't know either. Even though Enoch has said, but still, nah. Enoch told them that something was going to happen, and, but still, you not thinking of that at the moment.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. You probably.
Anyway, he was like, I need you to go to Enoch and explain, because he way down somewhere, hanging out with Yah somewhere.
He doing something.
I need you to find him.
Right. Says, I heard his voice and went to him, saying, Behold, I am here. My son, since you have come to me, he answered and said, On account of a great event have I come to you, and on account of a sight difficult have I approached you. And now, my father, hear me. For to me, my son Lamech, a child has been born, who resembles not him, and whose nature is not like the nature of man. His color is whiter than snow. He is redder than the rose. The hair of his head is whiter than white wool. His eyes are like the rays of the sun. And when he opened them, he illuminated the whole house.
That's crazy. Like, he looked different. He looked like light. Like, you know how white snow is?
Mm-hmm.
Snow is white.
So
it's
much
bright. Mm-hmm. He's brighter than snow.
Mm-hmm.
Sum up. Mm-mm. It's a whole light going on. And when he opened his eyes, it's like the sun, like it's lighting up everything.
Can you imagine that his reaction to his son is what we should give to people? No, we don't have the lights shining, the sun rays shining out of our eyes, but our characteristics of Yah should be shooting forth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
When he said, we're the light of the world.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Mashiach is talking about.
Mm-hmm.
People supposed to look at you and see a light.
Absolutely.
Or us.
Yes, and have people talk like, nah, I can't hang with her because she different.
Yeah.
You know, she different. She ain't gonna move like this.
Yeah.
Or I can't hang with him because he different.
Yeah.
Our light is supposed to project out. It's not for ourselves.
In the same way, like sometimes you can walk up to somebody and go, they dark. It's something dark about them. It's something ain't right. I ain't doing that. We supposed to double that with our light. People are supposed to, and I don't want to say be scared of us, but that's what it means to be fearfully and wonderfully made. There's something different. There should be something different because he's like, I'm scared, basically, but a different kind of fear.
Absolutely. Yeah. But there you go. So when you are when you're having that kind of encounter, what did it do? It made him search out for wisdom.
Yes, right. I need to know what's going on.
I need to know what's going on. What is? How do I move? What's the best way? That's all it do. Our light should make people be like, I need some research. I need to do some research. You know what I'm saying? I need to go and ask Grandpa Paul. Whoever.
Yep.
You know, you making me question my reality. Reality.
Yeah. Because when our lights shine, we can walk into a room and somebody go, it's something different. They may not even know what it is. Sometimes you can witness without opening your mouth.
Absolutely.
Just be you.
Yep.
Just follow Torah and everything you do, and somebody's gonna notice.
And that's how special we are as a people. Because look, it started from right out the womb, and we have that same kind of DNA. We have that same.
Yep.
I always go to the beginning. Yes. If it started with Noah from the beginning, then I know it's coming through the bloodline somewhere.
Oh yes, definitely. Yes. And the more obedient you are, the more light shines.
Absolutely.
The more loving you are, have humility, the more your light shines.
Yes.
People are going to want to be around you.
Absolutely.
People you don't even know.
Yep.
Because sometimes, you know how we always tease, because every time Hebrew women, most of the time we walk into a room, people are staring at us. We're like, why are people staring at us? Because they see your light. Whether they a demon or just don't know what it is, they still see your light. Demons see your light and be like, I ain't going over there. Right. Other people see your light and go, what's different about them?
Right. I agree. Good to see you, Creating Attack. We are in 105, the last chapter of Enoch, and we're on verse 11. When also he was taken, so he's still telling his daddy.
Yes, he's still talking to Enoch. Yes.
Okay. When also he was taken from the hand of the midwife, his father Lamech feared and fled to me, believing not what belonged to him, but that he resembled the angels of heaven. And behold, I am come to you that you might point out to me the truth, capital T.
Capital T. He said, I know you know.
Right.
Because you done seen them both. Remember, Enoch done seen the bright side.
Yeah,
and he done
everything.
seen them watchers too.
Because
remember, them watchers came to him, Enoch, please.
Right.
So he said, Enoch is gonna know the difference.
Right. And listen, I just want to just put a little, just clap it up for the mom, because you got to be a special woman for the Most High choose to use you as a vessel to bring forth.
Yes.
Noah.
Yes. Because we're always talking about Miriam, which we know that's precious. It's going to stay that way. She brought in the Mashiach, but this is special too.
Yeah, this is
because
just
this is a child that is going to be on the ark that's basically going to keep mankind from perishing.
Yeah.
So, same thing with Mashiach.
Right. Same thing.
Yeah.
Because he came through. So it's like, let me just clap it up for you, okay? Clap it up because, wow. He saw you, like he could have chose anybody, and he chose you.
Yep.
And I think you're like, well, how does that pertain to me? Well, when the same thing with your children and the people that he put in your life, he could have chose anybody else, but he chose you.
Yeah.
Great responsibility.
Yep.
Great responsibility.
Great responsibility. For
real.
Now you got to bring this child up. I would be nervous.
Yeah.
Am I doing it right?
Right. Yeah, and I don't think we ever think we're doing it right.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever. Sometimes I think I focus so much on the future because I'm like, no, that's a grown man in there. I gotta prepare. That's a grown woman in there. I gotta prepare. I don't ever stay at the kid stage. That's cute, but I gotta prepare you to walk in the woman's shoes.
They gotta grow up. Yeah.
And you only have that much time.
Yeah, because before you
kids
know
already
it,
13, about to be 12. You only have that much time
before you know it.
Yeah. All right, 13. Then Enoch answered and said, Yahuwah will affect a new thing upon the earth. How? I guess I can just read it.
Yes.
This have I explained and seen in a vision.
So, because remember when he was explaining everything to them, but you not gonna get it until it happened. Like, yeah, we know we heard you say it. That's why we know. But I need to double check. You know, you got to go back and read something again.
Well, let me just ask y'all a question, because I'm reading about Enoch and Noah. Is the new thing, will Yahuwah is he still affecting a new thing in the earth today? Because, I mean, or is this just for Noah?
Oh, I think I know where you're going.
Is this just for Noah?
Or is it for us too?
Shalom, Uncle Ron. Good to see you. I just be giving nicknames without permission. I'm sorry.
Well, he don't see the mind.
No, he don't.
Y'all thinking? Oh,
yes. Cammy said maybe new for us. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Which makes it so exciting, because this means like for all generations. Absolutely. Yes. And it makes it so exciting because y'all can grab a hold to what is not, that's our history. No, but you can still, even though it's our history, you can still grab a hold to what was said back then and apply it to now.
Yes, because even though it's our history, it's prophecy in that history that points to now.
Yes. Yes.
Which means it's not just history. It's history and current at the same time.
All at the same time.
Only y'all. See,
He says, I have shown you that in the generations of Yared, my father, those who were from heaven disregarded the word, capital W, of Yahuwah. Behold, they committed crimes, laid aside their class and intermingled with women, With them also they transgressed, married with them, and begat children who are not like spiritual beings, but creatures of flesh.
See, we were made spiritual beings. He said, but not the ones from the watchers as flesh.
And here you go, you see, yes, Uncle Ron, yes, he says instructions for life, absolutely. But here you see an example of, in case you want to say, what is a spiritual being? It's right there. How did Noah come into the earth? Right there. He came spiritual. I mean, you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
No, it's physical. We get it, but we see the other side of that too, as a spiritual being. But not. It says, but creatures of earth, because they was just tearing up stuff. Says, a great destruction therefore shall come upon all the earth, a deluge, a great destruction shall take your place in 1 year. This child who is born to your son shall survive on the earth, and his 3 sons shall be saved with him. When all mankind who are on the earth shall die, he shall be saved. Wow.
So he's saying he's going to grow up. He's going to have 3 sons. They're all going to be saved from the deluge or the flood. He said, I explained this to you, but I'm sure you're not going to get why. You don't necessarily match that up. But he said, this is what's going to happen. So it's for something special. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. He says, and his posterity shall begat on the earth giants, not spiritual, but carnal. Upon the earth shall a great punishment be inflicted, and it shall be washed from all corruption. Now therefore inform your son Lamech that he who is born is his child in truth, and he shall call his name Noah, for he shall be to you a survivor. He and his children shall be saved from the corruption which shall take place in the world, from all the sin and from all the iniquity which shall be consummated on the earth in his days. Afterwards shall greater impiety take place than that which had been before consummated on the earth. For I am acquainted with holy mysteries, which Yahuwah himself has discovered and explained to me, and which I have read in the tablets of heaven. In them I saw it written that generation after generation shall transgress, until a righteous race shall arise, until transgression and crimes perish from off the earth, until all goodness come upon it.
So he's basically telling them, your son is going to be Noah. He's going to he's gonna basically be him and his sons are basically, Yah's coming through, destroying the earth, destroying all the sinners. Well, I won't say destroy the earth because the earth is still here, but you know what I mean. But he said, but then after he comes out, guess what? They're gonna do it all over again.
Sure is.
Until he have to come cleanse it the second time. Because remember, it's Mashiach said, just like in the days of Noah. I'm going to come through again.
Wow. And now, verse 18, and now, my son, go tell your son Lamech that the child who is born is his child in truth, and that there is no deception. Look, he said, he went back and pointed out in truth. He said, because I need to know if this is true.
Yeah,
he said, yeah, no, this is your son in truth.
And y'all know, okay, so I hope when Lamech, right, left the house, because remember, he's scared, like, who baby this? I hope he didn't say that to the Hebrew mama, because now he got to come back, and she probably be like, I told you this.
Like, first
make him human. First of all, what was you thinking? Make him human.
Right.
Come on, y'all know.
People.
Yeah. Y'all know if your husband did that, like, this ain't my baby to you, but hanging out with, I hope he didn't say that. I hope he just got scared and left
that hospital after you done had surgeries and stuff like that. You running out the hospital talking about this ain't your baby?
Yeah. and just leave me here,
Mm.
going to the ends of the earth to see your daddy? You a daddy.
But that's why we wasn't born. That's why we weren't born. Because
hey, I
he knew
don't know
that
some of these Hebrew women.
That's
I
why-
back
see?
then be like, look, I told you.
That's why we wasn't. He's like, they ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, no, they ain't chosen.
Because remember, it's still a flood. Okay,
Yeah.
we be floating. Yes, he said. Good to see you, cousin. Good to see you, though. He said humanism. Laugh
Yes.
out loud. He said, "I'm all for it." Yeah, make them real.
Yeah, they are real
They're
people. Real people.
They be cutting up just
Yes.
like you and I. Okay. You the poppy. Yeah, you the pappy. Oh, you know it.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Uh-huh. Come on, life. Come on. I'm that baby's daddy. All right. Let's go. 20. When Methuselah heard the word of his father Enoch, who had shown him every secret thing, he returned with understanding and called the name of the child Noah, because he was to console the earth on account of all its destruction.
Yeah, so now he's calmed down. He said, "Ooh, that's right." And I do remember him saying this, and then but
he had understanding. Thank you that he was able to receive it. Okay. Another sefer which Enoch wrote for his son Methuselah, and for those who should come after him. Who are the people that come after him? Raise your hand, because that's you are it. Okay. After him, and guard their propriety of conduct in
purity.
it is. I don't know what I was reading. Their purity, and guard their purity of conduct in the later days. What does that look like? What does it mean to guard their purity
in the latter days? Yeah. How do you guard your purity?
How do you do that?
Y'all don't overthink.
And especially for a world that tells you that God isn't, God isn't real.
He ain't came back yet.
You don't have to guard the Sabbath.
Yeah.
The laws are done away with.
Mm-hmm.
You on this page, you already know they're not. But if you're still struggling with that idea, email us. It's a whole conversation. How can we guard our purity?
By doing what?
It's so simple that I know you guys are overthinking it.
Yes. And that's one thing we don't want you to do. Remember, we're all human. These are human. He put it within our reach. No ladders.
Okay, Auntie Cammy Camp, she said, obey the commandments.
Yes.
That's one way. That's one way. Absolutely. There's one. You said it, but I'm just looking for that one word.
That one word, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because through that one word, you can do all things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You said it, though. Let's see if somebody... Pray? Okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah. But once you get the prayer, once he tells you what to do... You
have to actually do it.
Okay? So faith is responding to what the Most High told you he was going to do for you. So you acting that out in faith. Repentance, yes, which is to turn back to the commandments or the covenant that he established.
But how do you know what to repent from? Like, how do you know what am I repenting for? What do I need to repent for? Like, how do you know that? By what? Because of what? It's sort of...
Is that what you're going for? Oh, okay, you're going with that one.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So yes, repent. Yep, that's and good to see you, Ty. Good to see you. I always want to say thank you, because Ty, right? Can I tell you what I would think? And it's not right, it's not wrong, and it's not that y'all are right.
Yeah.
I was saying, because Auntie Cammy Cam, you said obey the commandments. I was going straight off with just one word, a one hitter quitter. Okay, straight up obedience.
Yeah, and I was going with Torah. Which is all the same
thing, right? You in that obedience, you gonna pray, right? Yep. You gonna exercise your faith. You're gonna repent because you want to stay in His righteousness. You want to stay in alignment in righteousness in Him. But obedience, again, is the key. Humility. See, it just goes. It's like a snowball.
If you're obedient, you're gonna be humble,
right? And if you're obedient, of course you're going to keep the commandments. Of course you're going to, if the Most High show you something wrong within you, of course you're going to look within it because you want to be obedient to the most high instruction.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, you didn't do that right. Mm-hmm. Obedience is like the key.
Yeah.
Like that's
and the Torah and the commandments are his instructions.
It's
all of it is necessary.
And that's how we protect our
that's guarding. See, we got it on every angle. We done circled it. We guarding it.
We guarding that thing. When we see something, we be like,
you not getting in here.
Yes, absolutely. Good to see you, Starling. Says, think, speak, listen, look upon, and behave with his love and discipline. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. I love that.
Come on, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. So, and guard. So he says, who should come after him? And we are the ones that's coming after him. Mm-hmm. And guard their purity of conduct in the latter days. And we know we in the latter days.
We're definitely in latter days.
If not seconds, microseconds. I don't know if that's a thing, but we definitely in the latter days. Mm-hmm. It says, you who have labored shall wait in those days until the evildoers be consumed and the power of the guilty be annihilated. Wait until sin pass away. For their names shall be blotted out of the holy St0ryTim or book. Their seed shall be destroyed and their ruach slain. They shall cry out and lament in the invisible waste, and in the bottomless fire shall they burn.
That's that bottomless pit, y'all.
There are perceived as it were a cloud which could not be seen through. For from the depth of it I was unable to look upwards. I beheld also a flame of fire blazing brightly, and as it were, glittering mountains whirled around and agitated from side to side. Then I inquired of one of the holy angels who was with me and said, What is splendid?
What is splendid?
What is splendid? For it is not heaven, but a flame of fire along which blazes, and the clamor of exclamation of woe and of great suffering.
So he said, what I'm seeing right now, it's not heaven, but what is this
what
thing
is
that
this?
It's just this flame is blazing, but the flame of fire alone was blazing and clamor and of great suffering. Like, what is this I'm looking at?
Mm-hmm.
What
is it?
How is this even possible?
Again, make them people because they got questions. Okay. He said, there, into that place which you behold shall be thrust the ruach of sinners and blasphemers, of those who shall do evil, and who shall pervert all which Elohim has spoken by the mouth of the prophets, all which they ought to do. Okay. And this is so dangerous. Mm-hmm. Because I hear people saying like they only want to pay attention to certain prophets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the dangerous part is the Most High speaks to all. And when he spoke to all, that means we need to get something all from everyone.
Or you're going to miss it. You're going to miss something. Like we've been missing things that we read now. And it's like, oh.
Yeah. Like Enoch, right?
Yeah. He's straight looking at the lake of fire. Mm-hmm. Which means it's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't fool yourself like it's just gonna get here. It's somewhere already.
Yes.
He said it's splendid, like I see it, but it's this fire just burning and it's bottomless.
I wanna ask a question too, because listen, this is so funny. Y'all gonna laugh at me. Maybe you won't. But what does it mean to be a blasphemer? Because back in my day, see how I clapped off? Sorry. What does it mean to be a blasphemer? Because I was told if you said that Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit is not within, I don't know, something along those lines. I can't remember. But what do you guys think what it means to be blaspheme. To say like, I don't know what did they
Was
say?
it the spirit? Like you can't blaspheme the spirit or something?
Like you can't say Jesus Christ was not the son. I don't know, not the son of God. That was blasphemy. It was
blasphemy.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, something about his spirit too. I don't know. It was so many years ago.
Yeah.
But what does it mean to blaspheme?
That's a question, y'all.
Oh yeah. It is a
It's
question.
not a cliff.
Nah, not yet.
Because we got to finish this chapter.
Yeah, so I don't even think I'm gonna cliff y'all tonight because we got to finish the chapter and it don't even make sense to cliff y'all.
Right? There's nothing to cliff.
Ain't nothing to cliff. Okay? My cousin in I ain't gonna keep saying where you at, but my cousin said strong opposition. To whom? Or to whom? Come on, y'all. Let's learn together. That's why I like story time, because we be learning together. What does it mean to blaspheme? Just so we all can have an understanding.
Oh, because it says sinners and blasphemers.
So obviously they're different, right? Yeah. Otherwise, they would have just been grouped up in the sinners.
Yeah.
Right? So it says sinner and blasphemers to the Most High. So what is it that the blasphemer is doing to the Most High to where he's not putting them in the category of the sinners? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Even if it's 50 cents, it don't matter. Speaking against calling others away from the truth. I like that. I like that. Speaking against the Holy Spirit.
That's the one I'm.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one we was trying to think of.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like something about the Spirit.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one that was. No, but listen, I'm leaning real heavy on what Starlay was saying. And you know the truth, and you pulling them away from the truth. Others that has a heart to learn and accept his love, accept him as their own, and you pulled them away. To me, that's To me, that's what it means to blaspheme.
Like the act of insulting or showing contempt or lack of reverence. It says for God, but we know they mean Yahuwah. The act of claiming the attributes of a deity, or like you yourself are saying, I'm God, or I'm a God, or like the Pope tries to take like he's God on earth. Like.
Right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Does that really make sense?
Because they're definitely separate.
They're definitely separate, right? Okay.
Wow.
I just don't want to be in that category.
Either one.
I don't either one of them. I feel like the blasphemer will get it worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't want to be in neither one of those categories. Where are we at, Auntie?
23. I think you're reading, but I think you stopped at blasphemy.
Okay, so I'll start at 22. Then I inquired of one of the holy angels who was with me and said, "What is splendid? For it is not heaven, but a flame of fire alone, which blazes in the clamor of exclamation of woe and of great suffering." He said, "There, into that place which you behold, shall be thrust the ruach of sinners and blasphemers, of those who shall do evil, and who shall pervert all which Elohim has spoken by mouth of the prophets." This sounds like that's what it is to be a blasphemer. Of those who shall do evil and shall pervert all which Elohim has spoken by the mouth of the prophet, all which they ought to do.
Because remember, it's a bunch of false prophets. You're a blasphemer.
Yep, so that just gave us the whole definition of what that was.
So when you see all these preachers out here talking about they God or they're God, or
Mm-hmm.
just
And
just drawing the people away or taking advantage of them, and because you said I'm a man of gold. How Maurice say it?
what was it? I'm a man of God. But the thing is, like, his mouth spoke it, and y'all
Yeah.
know that his words don't come out void,
Right.
So it's a slap in his face. It's an insult because you're saying that what I did was emptied, and there's no emptiness in me.
Yep. I speak with a purpose.
Everything that I say must be be fulfilled, and so you go and you snatch what I said and you pervert it.
Yes.
Thank you. And you draw the people away.
It's a perfect example of that is the rainbow. The rainbow is a covenant to the earth, because remember, creation is alive. The rainbow was meant for creation too. Yah is saying that's a covenant between me and you. I'm never going to just flood the earth again. It's a covenant, right? You take it and turn it some total, just
you perverted,
crazy.
You literally perverted it.
Now, what if you were a tree? I don't, just stay with me for a minute, or one of the animals. Don't think for 1 second they don't know what the rainbow is, because it was a promise to them too. So whatever language the animals speak to each other, the trees, whatever, they know. And they look all around and see all these rainbows. Like, wait, what?
Wait,
what's that? What that? That's like, wait, what?
Oh, I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, where's the real one at?
You talk about,
so
like,
you
they
change the whole, and you change the whole meaning of the rainbow.
Not only that, but you add all kinds of different colors. That means about this baby blue is baby boys, and you do this soft pink is a little girl.
You done added colors and
just wicked.
Yes. So you turn something positive into negative. Well, that's your. But for those of you, us who are holding on, no.
And you draw people away from it, because I dare not want to wear a rainbow on my shirt, because I don't want you thinking I'm representing that. So you steer clear of a rainbow. You steer away.
When you should be
embracing it.
Exactly.
But because of what it's been plastered on top of it, you don't want to wear it.
You can't wear a rainbow.
Listen, I ain't mad at it, because I'm not gonna wear the bow. Like, nah, man. I ain't for the 14 letters. All right? And all kinds of signs. All right. Where we at? Okay, 4. I'm still on 23.
Okay.
For respecting these things, there shall be writings and impressions above in heaven, that the angels may read them and know what shall happen both to sinners and to the ruach of the humbled. To the humble, to those who have suffered in their bodies, but have been rewarded by Elohim, who have been injuriously treated by wicked men, like the Emmett Tills. You know what I'm saying? Just our ancestors. Okay. Oh my gosh, all the hashtags, say my name, say her name, say his name. All of them.
All the way up to present. Somebody probably going through it right now.
Absolutely. All right. Who have loved Elohim, who have been attached neither to gold nor silver, nor to any good thing in the world, but have given their bodies to torment. To those who from the period of their birth have not been covetous of earthly riches, but have regarded themselves as a breath passing away. We're only here.
No, yes, we are really only here. Not even a day.
Nobody has made it a full day.
Nobody.
Okay. So we're only here like that. All right, 25 says, such has been their conduct. What do you, okay, real quick. What does it mean? Such has been their conduct. What are they showing?
Mm-hmm.
His what? If you said character, that's what I was looking for.
You didn't give much.
I know, but they said it out loud.
Oh, okay. Somebody said it out loud. You
I
heard
think
it?
somebody said it.
They probably did.
You said they showing the character of Yah, and that's why he gave us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He gave us a character. Most people don't be teaching on character of the character of Yah.
Yeah, no, they
Our
don't.
assembly is real heavy about the character of Yah. Because if you get the character of Yah, boy,
because we're in His image.
We are. We just be in the character of ourselves, but we can't do anything through ourselves.
Yep.
We got to take on the character of Yah. You just can't take His mind and then be like, oh, well, I don't need to fix this. Nah.
Yeah.
The mind control the body. Character. All right. Good answer, by the way. Good answer. It's on there. It's on there. All right. See, 25. Such has been their conduct, and much has Yahuwah tried them, and their ruach have been found pure. Because I swear, He been trying us.
Yes. Ooh.
Anybody been tried?
So they've been tested. I'm not just saying this just to say it. They've been tested.
And He said, have been found pure or righteous, okay? That they might bless His name. All their blessings have I related in a sefer, and He has rewarded them, for they have been found to love heaven with an everlasting aspiration. While they have been trodden down by the wicked men, they have heard from them
revelings?
Yep, revelings and blasphemies, and have been
ignominious.
Because we read that word together. Yeah. Okay, you know what it is.
Unanimously, I don't know.
Treated while they were blessing me. And now will I call the ruach of the good from the generation of light, and will change those who have been born in darkness, who have not in their bodies been recompensed with glory, as their faith may have merited. I will bring them into a splendid light of those who love my holy name, and I will place each of them on a throne of glory His own, and they shall beat rest during unnumbered periods. Righteous is the judgment of Elohim. For to the faithful shall He give faith in the habitations of uprightness. They shall see those who have been born in darkness unto darkness shall be cast, while the righteous shall be at rest. Sinners shall cry out, beholding them, while they exist in splendor and proceed forward to the days and periods prescribed to them.
So He said He's going to bless us right in front of the sinner's face. They're going to see what you missed out on. See what you did to them don't even make a difference.
And you see this too, because remember, keep this in mind that this is being talked about to the future generation and stuff like that. But we even saw it in I don't know, in one of the gospels where the dude was like, just tell me, and his brother was like on the bosom of heaven. On the bosom of
Abraham's bosom. Abraham's bosom.
And you saw the righteous and you saw the wicked wishing to be in that place.
Yep.
But nah, brother.
Can't come. There's a great chasm. Sorry. Can't come.
Can't do it all over again. You are where you are. Okay? By the time we take our last breath, that's it.
Yes, that's it. We can't even pray you into it.
There's nothing else.
Nothing we can do.
There is nothing else.
Nothing we can do.
And on top of that, like when you think about things like because y'all know, didn't I just know y'all didn't think y'all was gonna get off on the cliff.
They probably like, how she clip us at the end of the
I just know y'all didn't think I was just gonna let y'all go without a clip.
How you clip somebody on the last book?
Like that. Like that. Listen, y'all, we have so many books to read.
I know.
But I hope you guys got something from the book of Enoch. Please do not allow people to say, don't read Enoch.
Please
It's
don't.
uninspired. Listen, we just went through it together.
Mhm.
It's inspired. It's
definitely
prophecy.
Yes. They don't want you to read it because they don't want you to know the intimacies of creation or
Yes.
what, especially these judgments that
Yes.
Yah has coming. They don't want you to know that.
No.
They don't want you to behave.
Absolutely.
They want you to act a fool.
It's a lie. They don't want you to think about the consequence of your decision.
Yep.
Dealing with creation, and even creation will have a consequence.
Yes.
And I don't know. I didn't know that when I didn't know that. I learned so much reading the book of Enoch. And probably will still continue to be, still forever be learning. Every time when he tells me, go read the book of Enoch.
Yes. Because this was my third or fourth time going through it. And I was like, wait, I see that. Last 3 times. Like, yeah. You never graduate from his word.
You never graduate. Like someone said, someone mentioned it. It said that it was his instructions.
Yes.
Instructions for life. The first prophecy of Messiah from the very beginning.
Yes.
And they will have you guys, they will continue to keep you blinded by media, by these television evangelists, by the all this stuff. Y'all, truth
all this noise going on in the world. Yeah. We
just got to have discernment, okay? We got to ask the Most High, please reveal.
Yes.
Bring revelation. Without revelation, the people perish. They die.
Yes.
Okay, they die, and it ain't to themselves, okay? Because they living in flesh.
Yes. Yes.
Okay? So we got to ask the Most High to reveal your word to us. Reveal. Give us understanding.
That's what he tells us. Live in the spirit.
Yes.
Come on. I'm going to need y'all to be where you're supposed to be.
Right. But living in the spirit don't be like,
yeah, it don't.
How are you? I'm living in the spirit.
Be a person.
Be a whole person.
These are people.
These are people.
These are people.
Move as be relatable.
Yes. Stop thinking they just walked around like
they floated among the earth.
Yahuwah has said to you. Nah, look, Yahuwah said,
get your life.
Get it together.
Get it to. Oh, speaking of getting it together, we got to get it together. Far as the books. So y'all, what kind of book y'all think we're gonna be reading next time? Okay, because we got
throw out
some books that y'all wouldn't mind going into.
Like maybe it's something you heard us talk about.
Yeah.
And like, what's that book? Read that one. And it don't have to just be in the secret. Like, we got some of the other ones too. If y'all heard it mentioned them, we're like, oh, I would like to hear that.
What books? Just to let you guys know.
We gotta pray on it.
Yeah, we definitely will. Jubilees. We read the book of Jubilees.
Okay.
Moses and the Lion of Pharaoh. Let us know how we can get
Wait, what's it called?
Moses and the Lions of Pharaoh. Hey.
Oh, the lions.
When he went into the Pharaoh thing.
And the lions start playing with him
like a little puppy?
Yeah. Are you talking about that?
Jubilees we read not too long, like I think a year ago though.
It's been a while. Because remember we do it on prayer calls sometimes too.
So yeah. So he said,
that's in Jubilee or Jasher.
That's in Jubilees because we never read Jasher.
Oh, we did?
We never read Jasher.
Oh.
Because Jasher we were reading it in our assembly on prayer call. Remember? While we were doing the same story time.
Yeah.
So we couldn't read it because we were already doing that one.
Okay, maybe.
Y'all
pray too. Help us out. Yeah. Help us out.
Because Jasher is don't play. Okay. We read. Let me see. We read
from Genesis to.
Yeah, I think so.
Because remember,
Jubilees, Jasher.
We definitely read from Genesis. I think is it
Tobit, first Baruch, second Baruch. Yeah, we read all of them.
Oh yeah, Tobit was really good.
Tobit was dope.
Yeah, because remember when we went down the whole line?
Yeah,
we read all these.
Maccabees, Ezra. We got the Bell and the Dragon was one of my absolute favorites. Just because I love how he snatched dude from the What was he in? He was in a cave and he was making porridge. Snatched him by his hair. Jasher wasn't in the Dead Sea Scrolls. I already prayed on that one, but Jubilees was legit. Okay, well, it's story time, so respect your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But Jasher does give a whole picture to your
Yes.
to your Genesis and to the beginning of it shows a whole picture.
Mhm.
So, but I do respect your thing. But if we
And
read
not only
it,
that, but what the other books say is not written in the book of Jasher.
yeah, so it
I-
kind
I-
of point
I'm-
back to each other. But
Yeah, I'm not sure why it has to be in the Dead Sea
yeah,
Scrolls
to
to
be
qualify to be true, because it's a
I mean, they have
yeah,
our
just
stuff.
yeah.
They have our
They
stuff.
got more than that.
They got more than that, and they
Yeah. Because what do you do with the what's the one, Pilate?
oh yeah, Pilate, yeah.
Wrote down here is like, what about Bartholomew? What about the 12 sons? They each
Yeah,
wrote
they
a
actually
book.
have a book too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the Bible does refers to Jasher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so those just give just if it points to truth,
Yeah.
I wouldn't shut it down so quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it adds more, gives you more of a broader perspective of what happened here before we were shown, before we came, I wouldn't shut it down.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
when you read it, you can see where it fits.
You can see it. It's a piece to a puzzle,
Yeah.
a bigger puzzle than we all know and see. So I wouldn't shoot it down, but Jubilees talks about Jasher too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jubilees is legit, just like Jasher is. They all are. I mean, our scriptures too, just to let you guys know, ain't gonna be 100%. You do know that because we got transliteration, we got we got different types, so you're not gonna find 100%.
They don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Some of them just they couldn't mess with it too much because they're not that intelligent. You just can't wipe out the word.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to use wisdom anyway. Chew the meat, spit the bones out. You know what I'm saying?
Because you'll be able to tell.
Yeah, but if the meat leads to righteousness, I'm gonna chew the heck out of that.
It's just like what's Paul's? Is the Apocalypse of Paul? So when you think of everything in what they call the New Testament, all these letters, you mean to tell me you picked a bunch of letters that Paul wrote to people that were letters that he was answering questions to, but left his whole book out?
Yeah, they left it.
That don't even make no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Just put his letters in. He was writing to a group of people, and it can mean anything, especially when you don't even know the question they were asking. But I'm gonna leave out his whole book. Yeah, because that's too deep.
Right. They left his book out on purpose, y'all.
That's too much. That's telling too much.
And it shows a picture of the Mashiach and just so much stuff, you guys. We have all of that. I think we have all of them on Storytime.
We got a lot. Yeah. But remember, we only started recording when we went to YouTube. So,
yeah. But remember, when we went on Facebook, a lot of our stuff was like other books that wasn't the Bible, and then we just got into.
Then we started it. Yeah.
Do you all have a list of books? Ooh, Queen. No, not really. The only books that we have.
But if you go to where to C4.net, even though they're starting to
I'm gonna put this up here, C4.net, and then you can use. She's gonna show you a book, and it's not a cliff. I promise you. I already clipped y'all.
Like this one. This is called The Heaven, so it's a bunch of stuff from the beginning. So they have the Apocalypse of Peter. There it is, the Vision of Paul.
Yeah, the Vision of Paul.
They have Enoch in there. The Apocalypse of Moses, Abraham, the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs, the Baruch we read, the Ascension of Isaiah. Remember when Isaiah, it tells us in Isaiah, the 6th chapter, when he went up and Yah was speaking to him, this is the full account of when he went up.
Oh, yeah, that is so good, too.
Yeah. So why leave that out? Doesn't make any sense. It belongs in the book, but they snatched out certain parts.
Yes.
So yeah. And all these are on super.net. You'll
Yep.
be able to.
You should get them. And then, yep.
That's just one of them. Yeah.
And yeah, so she has Sefer.net. She has Hava Oath. There's Hava Oath. Let me see.
These are just like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bereshit.
Yeah, Bereshit. That was my favorite one. See?
I think this is the one with Adam and Eve.
Yeah, that has the Adam and Eve. Hava Oath has
the
Hermes. So we always talk about Hermes.
Yeah.
This is the book. Okay, Hava Oath.
Yeah.
And this book is like really like, I think it's like $25.
Yeah, this one has Jubilee. Some of them have these in them too, but I'm just saying, like, they have a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're like that. They're like $25, y'all. The only thing that costs is this. If you're looking like the Sefer stuff that has the Apocrypha included, and then if you want your tabs already, it's like a $15 extra charge for them to put it in your Bible. So you can do that on Sefer.net too. Again, like, listen, they already messing up with the taking words out and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
they already,
I'm not just saying like the Sefer is the best.
Yeah.
It's what I have to use.
Yeah, because the more we were vocal about being Hebrew, they started messing with this.
Especially the more people we were sending to their site, they saw like a lot of Hebrews buying the Sefer. So then they
even gave us a discount code, so they were able to keep track of it. Yeah, and they said, "Oh no, they getting their hands on the word list," because they started some things in her book. They took Yahuwah's name out.
Yes. And again,
they replaced it like with Adonai, which means Lord.
Yes.
Like they already started like, oh no, they getting on the right track.
Yep. And remember, he said, what happens when we call on his name, not his title. All right. With that being said, y'all, we held you up, but we have to give you your 6 minutes back. Okay. We was going to give your time back. But we will see you not next week because we need to figure out what book we're going to read. We will let you guys know when that happens. If you haven't followed us on social media, please do, so you know when we starting back. And I can tell you, hey, we're starting next week. And if
we ain't gonna tell you,
we're not gonna tell you the book. And that's what I need to tell y'all too. That's a whole surprise. So we're not gonna tell you the book we're gonna read. Just like today, we're just like, welcome back, new book. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, y'all, please enjoy your Shabbat. Yes. Cousin, enjoy your Shabbat. Good to see you. Yeah. So glad that you was rocking with us for this long. Enjoy being under the open heaven, because in Jubilees 2:18, it does talk about that and how he set the Shabbat for his people. Yes. And like how he has angels, you know what I'm saying? Like he has angels, 2 classes that's only invited. And then he invited his people, us. So cousin, go ahead and enjoy your Sabbath. Yes. It's for you. Yes. And be with the Most High on this time. He loves you. He loves all y'all. Be encouraged, y'all. And we'll see you not next week, but the week after. Yes. Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
I know. It always go fast. Blessings, Starlight. Thank you for joining us too.
Is that Star?
Or I don't know. Oh, question. I meant to say, jump on Facebook, friend request me, Bonnie G, so you know when we coming back on, or when we can't make it, you'll know. You'll be alarmed.
Yes.
Bye.